Hello, you guys. This is our hormone balancing yoga sequence, and I'm going to tie it in a way where you can do the yoga poses so that you have context by which you're flowing or doing the yoga poses so that you can add attention with the intention. Then it becomes a tremendously miraculous healing experience for you. Let's come to a seated position, sitting nice and tall. Really focus on the energy that you bring to this practice. Allow your mind to arrive in your body. It's super important because half the time we think we're moving, but our mind is far, far away. And it isn't until we can bring attention to our bodies, in our minds, that we can truly connect and align in a way that it's meaningful. So take a deep breath in, exhale. And I want you to just notice the subtle expansion of your ribs as you take the in breath and the subtle contraction of your ribs with the exhalation. And think about the in breath, drinking up all the oxygen that your body needs. And then exhalation, letting go of all the carbon dioxide, letting go of all that you don't need. Think about the in-breath, oxygenation, out-breath, expiration, like as in detoxing all the negativity and things you don't need. Carbon dioxide, in-breath, and exhale. And I want you to also think about this exchange you're making with your environment constantly. The exchange is taking in oxygen for carbon dioxide. That exchange is what I'm talking about. That we can't ignore our exchange, the information we take in from the world, from our surroundings and the environment that affect our physiology. I want you to think about that for a moment as I connect you to your physiology, all about your chakra, which is energy. It's a subtle form of energy, but it's also every chakra. There are 7 from the root all the way up to the crown. Every chakra has a corresponding gland associated specifically with the hormones endocrine system. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And what we're doing in yoga in essence is to really modulate and regulate our nervous system, modulating and regulating our hormone system through our nervous system, really playing with our own energy within. And this powerful practice of yoga allows us to tune in, connect the breath to regulate our nervous system so that we can have an effect in the hormone regulation as well. So I want you to just cap your knees with your hands. And as you take your in-breath, take an in-breath in. Exhale, tuck and scoop and round your spine and gaze down toward your belly. And really think about the contact points of the mat and the body. And that's going to be your root chakra at the base of your spine. We're just rocking our pelvis forward, reaching up, allowing the chakra energy to soar up, and then exhaling, just rooting down towards our root chakra to feel the security and protection that we need to have our basic needs met. Understanding that root chakra needs our attention, especially if you tend to suffer from anxiety, lots of fear, panic attacks, and it really taps you in from time to time to where you feel helpless, overwhelmed. You don't know what to do with your emotions. Sit up nice and tall, really root down through your root chakra, inhaling the left arm and pulling it on the outside of your right knee, and then gently guiding it to the right side. Gaze back, deep breath in. Exhale, push into the left knee or the right knee with your left hand and guide yourself further back. Inhale back, Right hand on the outside of the left knee. Push into it and rotate back. Inhale and exhale back. Inhale and exhale further back. And gaze forward. Hands palm side up. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Just really securing our security. Rooting down, choosing, no matter what your mind is telling you, to root down anyway. Feel the connection with the Mother Earth, with your mat, securing your mind and body. Choosing to connect through your breath is the work in yoga. And that's why it's so transformative. Something shifts when you do that. So we're going to come grounding ourselves on our hands and knees. Hands directly under your shoulders, knees directly under your hips. Tuck your toes. In breath, sink your belly, gaze up, pulling the shoulders down. Exhale, tuck and scoop, minding your root chakra, but also right above it is the sacral chakra. We're moving it together, connecting really the solar plexus as well. Really connecting the root, sacral. Solar plexus is just above the belly. Sacral is just below the navel. Remember, root chakra at the base of your spine is related to your adrenal hormones. And if you don't feel safe and something is dysregulated for whatever reason, your cortisol might be out of whack. And in a completely dysregulated adrenal cortisol state, not only do you gain a lot of weight, water weight, but also you can tap into your sacral where your sex hormones are. And if there is a dysregulated state from your cortisol, from your adrenals to your sex hormones, including your progesterone, estrogen, as well as testosterone, knees wide, sink your hips back, well then you might have a toxic pull because you are not able to detoxify. And dysregulation starts at the adrenals, but affecting your sex hormones. And you might have mood swings, fatigue, you might have weakness, pain, and just a lot of bloat and digestive issues because solar plexus is in control of your liver, your kidneys, your solar plexus, your digestive system, as well as your pancreas, emitting out the most inflammatory hormone called the insulin. Insulin is responsible for your metabolism. So metabolism, hormonal dysregulation in the sacral chakra, all along with the cortisol. It's a toxic storm or a perfect storm for your body to be inflamed and affected. Tap your hips down, open up your heart, pulling the navel to the spine from the solar plexus. Exhaling, inhaling into the heart, pulling the energy up. Because solar plexus, like I said, is the digestion, pancreas specifically, modulating the insulin hormone, causing a lot of insulin resistance, and that can come with a host of issues. But your heart is all about the thymus gland. Thymus gland then is all about tuck your toes, lift your hips, immune system regulation, modulation. So inflammatory cytokines or inflammatory chemicals can surge if it's dysregulated. And this is why it's so dangerous to have cortisol imbalance due to root chakra imbalance, your sex hormones due to the sacral plexus or sacral chakra imbalance, and then solar plexus due to pancreatic insulin dysregulation affecting the thymus at the heart. That's inflammation to the max. And press your hands down, really pull in the navel, bending the knees and pushing the floor away, really pulling, really surging and connecting to your root, sacral, solar, and the heart. Opposite elbow, opposite hand. Shake your head yes, and shake it no. So the thymus gland gets activated.
And then it affects your root chakra or your throat chakra. And throat chakra is all about your thyroid hormones. Inhale up and exhale. And a lot of people have hypothyroid or even autoimmunity in the Hashimoto's. Exhale, right foot down, right knee down, root down through the left foot and come all the way up, opening up the throat chakra and the heart chakra, connecting it. Hands down at your heart center, right elbow on the outside of the left knee, pushing the elbow, right elbow down into the left knee, pushing to create this opening to the left side. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And the next hormone that's affected is your pituitary gland, right between your third eye, or right between your eyebrows. Toes up, toes down. Palms can be flat. Toes up, toes down. Deep breath in and deep breath out. And root down, hands on either side of the left foot. Heel toe that behind your right wrist. Tuck your right toes. Lift up. And then slowly guide that hip down into a pigeon. So the third eye is the pituitary gland. Come down onto your elbows, mind the energy of your face, energy of your shoulders. So the pituitary gland is the master orchestrating gland that modulates all of your endocrine system through the organs, stimulating hormones like thyroid stimulating hormone is the first thing that the doctors check. Follicular stimulating hormone, FSH, for the sex hormones in females, right? These are stimulating hormones that the pituitary pulls out to tell the body through the biofeedback mechanism. It's called the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis. So it's never just one hormone. Your hormones are chemical messengers in the body that gets distributions of that hormone throughout your whole body. So it's never just the cortisol. It's never just the estrogen. It's never just the testosterone or insulin. Everything works together, even includes thyroid, TSH, FSH, everything. And the final gland is at the top of your head, which is also referred to as the crown chakra. And the crown chakra, left heel or pinky edge, coming down nice and slow. Right heel, and then coming down nice and slow. So the pineal gland sits associated with the crown chakra, and that pineal gland is what produces melatonin. It's responsible for our circadian rhythm, which is responsible for our sleep and wake cycle. Intimate at the crown of your head, pineal gland, with your adrenal gland located at the root chakra. So a lot of people can't sleep, they're restless, and it's not just because of the melatonin. You can take melatonin all you want, but you still have not tapped into the whole of the system, because again, melatonin works with cortisol. It's all interrelated with the progesterone, testosterone, estrogen, insulin, the thymus gland, the inflammatory cytokines, the immune system modulating system, as well as the thyroid. And then the stimulating hormones from the pituitary all work, bring the left leg forward into a forward fold, all work in harmonious orchestration. It's like if you've ever been to an orchestra, there's a string section, there's different sections in the orchestra, and there's the conductor who's managing all the sounds. And even if one person is out of melody or out of note, then it's going to create a cacophony. And that cacophony can be so detrimental to the whole orchestration of a beautiful symphony. So I want you to think about your body in this way. Yoga brings all the fragmented pieces of the puzzle together, because yoga really means union with the self. Harmonious union with the self allows you to balance all your chakras, thereby balancing all your endocrine system, the hormones, thereby allowing you to have power over your own nervous system regulation so that you never have to ever rely on external, exogenous supplements, hormones, or any medications to heal you. Because at the end of the day, we know scientifically that your body, your nervous system is capable of creating the perfect pharmacy that you need, sitting up nice and tall, ending right back, really circulating and flowing the energy from the root all the way up to the crown of the head. There's always an anchoring segment and there's always an away segment, right? If you're pulling something away, you need to know what your anchor is. There is a foundational piece in yoga, and then there's the alignment, there's a core activation, and then there's the polarity you find within. It's a nuance to practice layer by layer, and then from that place you find your breath. And then you find balance left and right, front and back. And then finally, the final pillar of functional yoga medicine that we teach and we stand by is the embodiment of all the chakras, all the poses. It's all about your internal state of being and knowing that you've got full power to control and regulate both your nervous system, your chakra energy system, through the endocrine system, regulating your whole body in a harmonious way. And if you can do that, you've made yourself whole and you've experienced the full meaning of yoga, which is the full union with you, your mind, and your soul as one, connected. Everything is working in harmony. And that's my goal for you. Namaste.